Or
All
what?
this time, our mic been muted, and
They didn't hear anything you said.
nope. So we are going to talk about marriagey things.
She already proclaimed that marriagey is not a word.
It's not a word because I checked. But that is what we're going to talk about today because we celebrated 13 years of marriage on Monday. I said my disclaimer was I was tired, very, very tired. So we're going to probably do like maybe a half an hour or so
I said
tonight.
my disclaimer was I was tired.
Very, very. I don't know why it did that.
Me.
Um. So and then I asked you, what's something?
I don't know. You said we talk about marriagey things like what?
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Okay, give one thing that you've enjoyed the most over these 13 years we've been married.
I'll skip my first thing and go to another thing. One thing I've enjoyed the most. Well, one thing I've enjoyed the most is just laughing. Yeah, I think we laugh a lot.
That's good. We probably
is.
do.
It is. It's healthy to laugh and keep your face from getting all, you know. So if your face is like, try to laugh a little more often. Yeah, you haven't seen people. Never mind. You ain't never seen nobody's face.
No.
Just look like that. Just look like they don't laugh very often.
No, not at all.
You ain't never seen nobody's face like that?
No, I haven't.
All right, I'm gonna show you some pictures after we done.
Of real people or just
of
people?
Real people. Just we know some people whose face look like they just don't smile a lot. Just laugh, man. Laughter helps. Laughter is wonderful. I love that we laugh often. Sometimes to our stomach hurt when we crying.
Do we?
Sometimes. I know I be crying sometimes.
That's
some
you're
stuff
funny.
just be funny.
You're funny.
No, people funny.
You're funny.
What about you?
So I would say one thing that's helped me greatly is having a relationship with God. That's been my go-to for everything for marriage is having a relationship with God. I actually pray for him when he's calling hogs at 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm staring at him, hoping he would wake up and talk to me.
I don't know what calling hogs is.
Snoring.
Why would you put my business out there? Show's over. We were going to do a half hour, but it's been cut to 5 minutes.
The funny thing was when I said that, it wasn't really me thinking like you be snoring.
So why would you tell people that?
That's what calling hogs mean.
I don't call anybody.
So prayer.
That's cool. I'm gonna record you one
day. I don't snore though.
Yep.
It was just is a figure of speech. And you inquired on what it was, so that's why I said snoring.
Cool.
It was hey, but it wasn't really to put you out there. It was just, calling hogs means snoring.
I got you.
So prayer.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Janelle. Thank you.
I'm surprised you didn't know what that meant.
Why would I know what that means?
A lot of people.
I've never heard calling hogs.
Your mom ain't never said that?
No.
Your mom probably said that. You just wasn't paying attention.
Maybe I ignored her.
You had to.
No, I don't think she's ever said that. I'm going to call her tomorrow and ask her if she know what it means.
And she's going to tell you snoring.
She's going to be like, I have no idea what that means.
In any case, my number one thing over
capital letters.
over these last 13 years has definitely been being able to pray. A lot of times I feel like people like you always hear, you got to have, God the center of your marriage. Yep. See, she said you got to have God as the center of your marriage. But I found that to be true in our marriage. Really, making sure, that we keep that center, for us. That saved our marriage quite a few times. Actually, laughter has saved our marriage quite a few times too.
Wait, you said quite a few times.
Well, I mean, you know what I mean. I'm just You just picking apart all my words.
No,
today.
I'm just no. You said it. I just said you said it quite a few times.
I'm just saying, like 13 years is a long time.
It is.
That's a long time to be married. Not to mention, we'd have known each other since what? I was 18, you was 19.
Mm-hmm.
That's what, 25 years?
Oh, well, I'm 25, so it clearly cannot be 25 years.
I feel like it's been 25 years though.
Well, for you.
It can't be 25 years.
Yeah, for you. You ever seen Groundhog Day? I just keep repeating the same year. Like it's so weird.
Is it?
It is, man. It's so weird.
You wouldn't know me.
It is. I wouldn't know you?
No. Not if you're repeating the same day over and over.
I didn't say day. I said same year.
Oh, okay.
I'm 25. I knew you when I know you at 25. You ain't know me when you was 25?
But you're not 50. I said
I ain't gotta be 50.
Ago.
All I know is I'm 25. Next question.
If you don't have no questions.
I know. Well, what are we talking about?
Things that helped our marriage over these last 13 years. We talking about us.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Okay, so what's something you've learned being married for 13 years?
Woo, that is work every day.
Jesus, it is.
Actually. It is. It is. Praise the Lord.
Yeah.
It is. Like, I mean, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean
I mean, it's fine if you did, because it's still
no, I mean I didn't. I'm just saying. It's like it's not something that like you just jump into. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're really not ready to get married, don't get married. If you really aren't willing, like if you aren't willing to do the things that it takes to like keep your marriage going, don't get married. Like we always talk about the premarital discussions and stuff like that. I'm not even talking about specifics, like we talked about trauma and all that. I'm not even talking about make sure you ask about. I'm just saying like talk to married people. You know what I'm saying? Talk to some married people. Like, and I'm not saying get counseling from them. I'm saying like if you have questions about what it's like to be married and stuff like that, what it's like to come back from near divorce, you know what I'm saying? Or what it's like to just continually grow and know and learn your spouse. You know what I mean? Like ask questions, find somebody who's happily married. Don't just find anybody that's married, like, because everybody ain't necessarily happily married. You know what I'm saying? So
that's true.
Like find somebody like that, you know, like got God at the center of their marriage and they'll be truthful with you. But yeah, just, I would say ask some questions and just, because it is work. It's work. Cause like you said, there's days where you just like, not, you know, like not today. Like,
yeah. But I think the one thing a lot of people don't realize is like you have to choose every single day to work.
Right.
Like just like you got to choose every single day to actually get up and go to an actual paying job. Like that's literally how you got to think about your marriage. Like you got to choose your marriage every single day.
Right.
And when you don't, that's when you run into a whole bunch of problems, is when you're not choosing your marriage. Like a lot of people always just assume you're going to have warm fuzzies and butterflies every single day. You're not. Like that's literally a choice too. Right. Like it's a choice to continue to love somebody every single day when you know all their faults, when you know all of everything about them, and you have to literally choose to still be in love with that person every day. Like that's like you got to put in the work. And if you're not willing to put in the work, like you can be ready to get married, but you know, a lot of people see, oh, we had this amazing wedding and we did all of this, you know, fun stuff, but putting in the work to be married, that's a different level of we had an amazing wedding. Like that's a different level of stuff. Like I heard this lady say the number one reason for a divorce was unmet expectation. And I thought about it and I said, like how you said, you know, getting to know, like we're not always the same.
Right.
Like, you know, 25-year-old Jew is different than the actual age of him now. Totally different person. From when I first met you, you're a totally different person. So, you know, if if I'm having unmet expectations, like I posted it on TikTok, and I said, okay, we having a parenting moment right now.
Okay, so now we're getting
Good night, Kendall. That's part of pain reality. We have our parenting moments.
At least we're consistent.
Yes, we are every single week. But unmet expectation. And so what I was saying was, like if your expectation will never be met in your marriage if you're expecting your spouse to remain the same exact person from the first day you met them. Um, like maybe the first day you met them, they didn't have a maybe they didn't have their career job or any of those type of things. So you can't have the expectation that we going to the club and we kicking it, because that's how it was in the beginning. Like you grow up, things change, you get a job, you get your career going, you get all of these things. But if my expectation of you is to stay 18-year-old Tia when we first met, like, I mean, 18-year-old Tia haven't been to the military yet. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, putting in that work and being willing to grow. Like there's just a lot of levels to every single person. Like we always evolve, so being able to recognize that and still wanting to be there, like wanting to continue to get to know. Every single day I got to get to know him. Like when he changed jobs, get to know him in this job. That's all that stuff is different.
It's a lot of different. I don't want to say a lot of different hats, but
it is. There's a lot of different and not saying that the essence of a person is like totally different, but
no, because you are who you are. It's just, I mean, just like anything else, depending on where you're at, how much you grow, how old you are. You know what I mean? Like you said, 25-year-old Tia isn't going to be the same as current age Tia.
I don't mind talking about my age.
I'm just saying,
you're the one that's 25.
I'm just saying, I am. But I mean, and you know what I'm saying? Like you mature, your dreams become different. Your outlook becomes different. Your goals become different. Stuff like that. I mean, yeah, it's like you said. It's a choice every single day, really. I was talking to a friend of mine, and we were just talking about different situations of people being married, and basically, like their opinion was kind of like, this dude is an athlete and he makes all this money, and he ain't ready to quit or retire, hang it up. She need to sit back and chill. She knew what she was getting into, and it's like this guy's 45.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, he came into the league or started playing at like 22, something like that. So he's been in the league like 20 years or something like that.
So basically a full-blown career.
Yeah, he's had a full-blown career.
And
like he said himself, he wanted to play till he was 45. You know what I'm saying? So they're married. She's like, you 45 pretty much, but that he still wants to play. You know what I mean? And so now there's allegedly rumors that she's gonna leave and all this. And like one of my dudes, like, she knew what she was signing up for and and like trying to tell him, we're trying to explain to him, like, bro, things change, or like it's compromise. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't matter if I'm a professional athlete and I say, okay, we've come to the agreement of when I'm retiring, when I'm done. When that day comes, if I'm not ready for it and I'm not prepared to hold up my end of the bargain, to me, that should have been something that we discussed prior to that day coming.
What if I wasn't ready?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If I wasn't ready and I'm like, okay, well, give me another year or whatever the case. Because essentially you're making the choice to, okay, you're going to either choose that sport
or your spouse.
Or, you know what I'm saying? Or your spouse and what y'all agreed to. You know what I'm saying? So like, I was just looking at that as a situation like it's compromise. It's compromise. It's, yeah, you still have love for it. Is there another way that you can be involved in it? You know what I'm saying? Without it being specifically this way, where this way takes you away from us way longer than this way would.
Oh, like how we had a conversation that you should.
Nope.
Hey.
Nope, not that conversation.
You don't even know what I was gonna say.
I do, because
What?
you've been hating since the 80s.
Wait, the 80s?
Yes,
I didn't even
you've
meet
been
you in the
hating.
80s.
Listen, you've been hating since I was 16.
I didn't know you at 16, dude.
I'm only 25 now, so you've been hating since I was a youngin.
About what?
About me playing basketball. You've been hating forever.
I don't feel like that was me hating. That wasn't me hating.
What was it? What was you doing? Hating?
No, that's not being. No, because you're a totally different person playing basketball than the guy sitting next to me on the couch. Like that's literally.
I laugh when I play basketball.
No, Jew. You're two totally different people. You absolutely know that you are. That's why I was saying that. Jew is a totally different person when he playing basketball.
I used to be. I'm not anymore.
Because you do more coaching now.
I do more coach. I do more. I do more coaching.
I got
it.
So I suggested when I seen because we said we was talking about marriage.
I know, but you today. Right now you just hating.
So that I'm not.
Hold on. What did KD say? You hating on the God? They just be hating on the God. That's what KD said. I don't even know what it means.
This is not me hating.
All right, go ahead.
No, this was a real conversation we had to have because Jew was like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like this crazy person when it came to playing basketball and all this stuff and cussing people out and
just
trying to fight.
Just very competitive.
No.
It is.
This is a whole different level. I can be competitive, but this is a whole different level. I don't know what he's talking about. But he was a different person. And so every single year, every single basketball season, listen, the game is over and we got to go home and spend 4 more hours talking about everything that happened wrong in the game, who said what, why the coach did this, like every single week. Oh my goodness. I couldn't do it. Yes, you did. Yes,
accurate.
You did.
Not accurate at all.
I'm being very accurate. I mean, hours. And then the next day after the basketball game is over, he wakes up talking about it, still mad.
Not accurate at all.
So all of this made me have the conversation with him that if you got to be this while you're playing basketball, he's an amazing coach. So that way you're still connected, you still may play, but all of those basketball brings out a very negative side of him, which I didn't think was healthy. And no, I don't want to go to the game and see you act like that on the court. So I would rather stay at home. So we had to compromise. So he plays basketball, but he does more coaching, which is a lot healthier. You got to admit, it's a lot healthier.
I plead the fifth. Anybody who watched Chappelle, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth?
It took years before he was even willing to admit that maybe his wife, his favor, had a good idea.
I mean, I always wanted to coach anyway, but I still love playing basketball. I love playing sports. So.
Yes, he does.
I mean, I just like competing.
You just put that, okay.
I mean, I do. That's it. It's just a rush.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Jerry, open that gym up, man. Open that gym up. Massey, talking to you. Ahmad, talking to you. I'll be back.
This is just.
Oh, this ain't.
No.
This ain't that.
No, it's not.
This ain't that. It ain't time to call them out like that. All right, my bad. Fellas.
Y'all have a whole group chat.
My bad. I'll be in the group chat in a while. Okay. You all right.
It's your turn.
All right. What's my turn?
To come up with something.
I just said
exciting.
Something exciting?
Yeah, like what's something exciting about us particularly being married?
Can't say that on here.
You like, come on.
What?
This is a PG show.
Hold on, you said something PG. Never mind. That's a whole different topic. Something exciting.
Something wrong with you, man.
Something exciting is like when you for me, being married, like just coming home, having somebody there every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't want to say no matter what, you know what I'm saying? But like knowing that, okay, I got somebody that, you know what I mean? Like I don't worry like coming home like, dang, she gonna be gone. Like, I mean, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that gotta be a terrible feeling. Like,
Yeah,
man,
like
my wife,
I mean,
she left me today.
yeah, because and not because I'm just perfect, like I'm okay. But no, I'm just playing. But like not because I'm perfect where we don't have our, you know what I'm saying, our times, but I know like, okay, our relationship is grounded in God. You know what I'm saying? So like I know that, all right, you got my back. You know what I'm saying? Like, so okay. It feel good to be at work like, shoot, I'm going to see my wife.
You get butterflies?
No. You ain't got to smack your lips. You asked.
Because you can't never give me a moment. That was a perfect opportunity.
To say yeah?
Yes.
Sometimes.
We're just going to move on because he ruined the moment.
I ruined the moment. Okay.
Because you got to be quick. Like,
yep. Oh, like spontaneous?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you would have been looking at me like.
No, I wouldn't. I've been like, really?
And never mind. All right. Okay.
So, a very exciting moment for me.
Do you get butterflies?
We're off of the top.
I knew it. There you go. Okay, your exciting moment. Continue.
Well, you already ruined the butterfly moment, continue. I don't have to answer that. So something exciting for me was when I decided I wanted to start my nonprofit, and I had total and complete support. Like all my many endeavors that are very good, by the way.
All of them?
Yes.
All right.
I haven't had a bad one. Have
I don't think so.
Exactly. But having that support, even I'll go so far, even having that financial support, like running a nonprofit, like, yeah, you depend on like donations and different stuff like that. And I do not, for me, getting a donation is not always financial because somebody in a domestic violence or sexual assault situation is not necessarily looking for money. Like sometimes they just need support or they just need a new outfit or, a pair of earrings or whatever the case may be. But even with that, just having somebody that was willing to jump into my dream, my passion when it came to outreach and being an advocate and helping people, like no questions asked, really. Like, okay, yep, we're gonna do that. There was no discouragement. It was none of that. Like times that I was called away and I was gone long hours because I'm helping somebody, like having somebody that, and then the house still runs. Like dinner done been cooked, laundry done. All of those type of things mean a lot when, you out here for fulfilling, for me, I'm out here doing what I'm very, very passionate about. Knowing home is still okay. And when I come home, it's no, I ain't being questioned about where I was at or finger pointing and all those type of things. That's actually one thing that was like, man, God, you did your thing when you allowed us to get married. Because I mean, I can speak for us. Like a lot of times people don't have that type of support. Like that's support. Like I got my wife's back. Like I'm sharing her stuff. Like, did you share that picture today?
No, but I will.
Okay, thank you.
I had to make sure. Well, I asked her. She said it was cool to share, so I'll share
tomorrow. You can't share it not at 10 o'clock at night.
What do you mean?
You can share it tomorrow.
Okay.
In any case, just being able to have that support. Jew is amazing at putting together presentations. I have a lot of stuff floating in my head, but actually put it together where it makes sense. That's not my strong suit. And I'm not one of those ones that I have to take the credit for everything. So anytime I'm out doing a teaching, a training, or anything in the community, like people are going to know who my husband is because I'm talking about you. I'm saying, okay, yes, I be having ideas, but the way this thing makes sense that I'm giving y'all is because he sat for hours and did it. Or, do you be doing it for hours or it's just something? How long do it?
It depends. Like if it's a brand new one, probably a couple hours. If it's one that I already got from before, I can tweak it. Yeah, like about an hour.
Yeah, but like that for me was what was one of those things that was like, man, that's like worth holding on to. Because not everybody get that type of support, especially when they using y'all personal finances to do stuff where you just not always, available because you're out working doing your passion. So that was exciting. That was exciting having that type of support. And not realizing I was going to need that type of support. Like you can have somebody that supports you, but I think there's levels to support. But total support, like I'm supporting you while you go through this, being an entrepreneur, all those type of things. Like I've never felt like he mad because everything is on him financially. Like I've never felt like I couldn't go get my nails done or, little things like that. I've never felt like I couldn't do those things, even when I left my job and it's like half of our income is gone. Like I never felt like, and not to say that I didn't make the decision to be like, I can do my own hair and do my own nails. But when I want to go get my hair done and my nails done, I've always been able to do that through this transition. And I've never felt like, I can't. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that was a defining moment for me, honestly. You're next.
Cool. What am I giving, a defining moment or something exciting about our marriage?
I don't know. Whatever you want to do.
Even though, it's been some rough patches at times. It's been exciting watching our kids grow up.
Yeah, especially Kendall.
Yeah. But I'm even talking about the tunes. They're so little. I remember so little Jalen's voice.
I know. I've seen the video.
Janai!
I've seen the video.
They're so little.
Like,
with that video where he's dancing or whatever.
Yeah.
I like they was really little cartoon characters.
They was.
Just watch them.
They were.
Over the years grow. He just like, man. Then he was smaller than her. Then when they graduated and he bigger, I'm like, he shot up. She stayed the same. She'll probably be that height the rest of her life.
Probably will.
Yeah, it's probably over.
And he was smaller than her till what, 10th grade or something?
Maybe
like that?
11th. Literally.
It was a long time.
Yeah.
Like no one ever knew they were twins. Like people was always shocked. Like, wait, they twins? Yeah. This was their height difference. Like for a lot of years.
Wait. The funniest was when he tried out for soccer.
Yeah. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah. So Jalen tries out for soccer. And he rode his bike to soccer. And so Jalen walks home after his soccer tryout. And so we like, why are you walking home? Like, is it over with? Like, where's your bike at? And so he tells us that the coach told him, like, because he's never played soccer, that he didn't want him on his team. And then to boot, then somebody stole his bike, so he had to walk home. So
he said the coach said while he played, he said the coach like, you've never played soccer in your life, have you?
And then we the parents, listen, we laugh at our kids all the time.
Oh my goodness.
Because we laid down and we laughed at him. That was probably one of those moments where we was wiping tears away. Because we laughed so hard at this dude, like, dang, man, like you get turned away from the soccer team and you gotta walk home. Somebody took your bike. I was like, why didn't you lock the bike up anyway? And his thought process is, why did I lock the bike up? I'm just gonna be at soccer practice, so ain't nobody gonna steal it. Yeah, somebody stole his bike. He never even recovered that bike. But yeah, so absolutely hilarious moments with our kids.
Remember when July was hooping?
Yeah.
Hey, we went to one of their games, man. I cannot remember.
She played for North.
I cannot remember how bad they got whooped out.
I don't even think they scored.
Hey, we sitting in the stands like, man, y'all gonna pinch them? Like
something. Like, y'all get one bucket? Like, can you block? I mean, it was bad. It was really, really bad. I was just like, whoa.
Hey, that stuff was funny.
They was dedicated though, man.
It was.
And that changed into she wanted to be a cheerleader. Listen, I guess.
Oh, these kids. Phew.
And then here comes Kendall.
Oh, she like 40.
She really is probably like 40. Like Kendall was like our shocker baby. Like, cause I had an emergency surgery that we just knew there was no more kids coming. And here come Kendall, probably a year or so. No, I got pregnant probably a year or so after I had the emergency surgery. And I thought I was sick. And so I just randomly took a pregnancy test, and here it comes positive. And so here we are starting. Like, I mean, I kind of felt like we started over with Julian because Jalen and Janai was almost 8 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But then, geez, man, here come Kendall. Jalen and Janai was 12 or something like that, and Julian was 5. And so then here come Kendall, just a whole newborn baby. And she's been that kid. I'll just put it that way. Kendall has literally been that kid. Where like you can tell Kendall is the youngest, but not like in a spoiled, rotten, bad way. It's like she knows what she can get away with because she's the youngest.
Yeah.
Like with all the siblings, like, and then you know what? Something that was so crazy to me. Although we had a blended family, like our kids never hated each other. You know how you hear horror stories about blended families when it comes to the kids anyway?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we had our issues trying to blend parenting styles, but the kids literally always loved each other. Like, even when we had Julian and Kendall, who was the set from our marriage, he brought 2, I brought 2. Like, everybody loved each other. Like, they always wanted to play together and be around each other and do all of those things. Like, the kids, the issue was me and you. Did you ever think about that? Me and you was the issue.
Nah, not me.
Me and him was the issue. It wasn't even the kids. They loved each other.
No, it wasn't.
Like the kids literally loved each other. So me and you was the issue because we had differences when it came to parenting. I never thought about that. Like we were actually the problem. Hindsight is 2020. Go figure.
Things that make you go,
Yeah. Like we was the problem.
Yeah. But yeah, they have always got along.
How crazy.
Shoot, they used to be talking on the phone. We didn't even know.
Yeah.
Hell, yeah, I talked to Deontay. I talked to Tyshawn. Like, when?
That was their family.
Yeah.
That was their brothers.
Yeah, that's how they do. But yeah, Kendall's old. But shoot, Julian was old. Remember, he didn't like to hang with little kids either.
He still don't hang with little kids.
Yeah.
The little kids love him though.
I know they do.
Because he takes the time to play
You
with
should
them.
see him at football practice.
Really?
Helping the little kid get his uniform off. Yeah. Hey, Jew. Where do you know these kids from?
Yeah, Julian and Kendall was actually overly, I don't want to say overly friendly, but
Just very friendly.
yeah, just
gonna
very
make friends
friendly.
wherever they go.
Wherever they go,
Doesn't
they
matter.
have a ton of friends. Like when we go out and we in hotels,
Yeah.
all the little kids love Julian and Kendall, and they playing in the pool and doing all that type of stuff, which I think that's a good thing.
It is. It is.
But then I feel some kind of way because, you know, Jalen and Janai turned 18 in January, and we're still raising kids.
Well, it happens. I mean, I was trying to figure out an accelerated aging program earlier, but
It didn't work.
ain't one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I figured if we could have got these 2 to 18 within the next 2 years. Yeah, but.
Yeah, like we was in there. Jalen and Janai graduated.
And then you done went, never mind.
And then we got Kendall. She's 6. Julian
6.
at least 11.
6.
Kendall 6.
6.
What?
Hold on. 12 years, I'll be 37. Man, might be 25 though.
I'm gonna just need you to stop it. Just stop.
Stop all what? Tamara Davis.
We love our kids. We just saying.
We do. They can be a handful.
They can. I think that's been the roughest part of us being married is again, different parenting styles. I think that's the roughest part of our marriage.
Yeah.
Not now anyway.
Yeah.
I just let him do all the parenting, you know.
As you can see from the times where I have to turn and she'll say, "Look, parenting moment on Pain Reality." I remember the first time I did it, you got mad.
No, it was the second time.
No, it was like the first time.
No, it
Maybe
wasn't.
the second time.
No, the reason I got mad the second time is because I was actively talking to him, and then he just stopped to yell at Julian about some rice. Rice, okay, some
No,
rice.
I don't even think it was about no
It
rice.
was
I think
about
you're just
rice.
making stuff up.
No, it was about some rice.
No, it's usually about them doing something that they need to be done.
It was
Like
about
our
some
show
rice.
is on at bedtime, so it's you got to make sure like go get in the tub.
So even though I have said, on Wednesdays, maybe we should figure something. You know that compromise you were talking about?
Yeah, but we ain't never figured nothing out.
You ain't never came up with nothing.
We were supposed to figure something out.
I mean,
I don't remember you putting anything on the table either.
He put me out there, but it's okay.
I'm just saying, you just put me out there. You said I ain't come up with nothing. So I said, I don't remember you offering up any suggestions either.
The suggestion was we got to do something different on Wednesdays so you're not parenting during the show.
Oh, well.
That's what I came up with.
We didn't come up with anything. We didn't come up with any methods. So just take the few seconds it takes to tell them to do what they need to do.
Right in mid-sentence. But,
sometimes in mid-sentence. I apologize.
It's
Akron,
actually usually in mid-sentence.
Ohio, whoever's tuning in.
Okay, you got anything else?
I actually don't.
We was only supposed to do a half an hour today because I'm tired.
She tired.
Like real tired.
She tired, boss.
So the other funny, hilarious thing about our marriage is you watches entirely too much TV.
No, I don't. Listen. I watch listen. Most of my friends, most of the people, movies. The coaches I coach, movies.
Same difference.
I'm telling you, movies.
And then he quote movies.
Movies. Listen, we be down at practice, rolling, laughing at these kids, talking about movies.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Like he just makes it a part of life.
Because it is here. This is what we grew up on. In all my 25 years, movies.
You just gonna keep going with 25?
Because I told you last week.
You just had a birthday too on September
25.
11th. How old are you?
25.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. What do you mean? How old am I? I ain't telling America how old I am.
What's wrong with your age?
Nothing. I'm 40. You ain't even let me finish.
Hey, wait. You was crazy.
You ain't even let me finish. I'm 45.
Okay, fine.
See? 25.
How old am I? My birthday next month. What you give me for my birthday? The iPhone, the purple one? The purple iPhone?
What about it?
That's what you getting me?
Oh, we didn't talk about it. You said you ain't like it. Said it was too purple.
No, I didn't.
I seen that text, or not text, but I think you made a comment about it on Facebook.
You didn't see the long Pinocchio nose?
Oh, no, I didn't. I don't know nothing about them emojis.
Terrible.
Sorry.
Terrible.
I got you, though. I got you. I'll get you a good gift.
That clearly means he's not thinking about me and my iPhone addiction right now.
Because you'll get that yourself. Isn't that usually how you do it with your iPhones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean, at least he knows that there's a possibility I'll be getting that purple iPhone. I'm just saying, the Pro Max. It's putting it out in the atmosphere. But we were supposed to do till 9:30. So I'm tired. Like literally my eyeballs hurt. That's how tired I am. And I have like a little headache up here too. So we are going to sign off on our Marriagey conversation. Maybe one day we can, do some more Marriagey, something about us. 13 years, y'all. We have been married 13 whole years.
Whole years. Actually, 13 years and 2 days now.
Just because you're 25, you remember that?
13 years, 2 days. Starts at 12. What time is it? 9.
Why are you trying to figure that out?
It's 21. It's 21 hours.
Terrible.
And 42 minutes. And how many seconds? I'm just playing.
Wow. So yes, 13 years of marriage. I was gonna say bliss, but I would just be lying.
Don't be lying.
But 13 years of marriage.
13 years of work. 13 years of work.
I mean, it ain't been 13 years of work.
It ain't?
13 years of work?
Yeah, you work every day.
I mean, it's probably been like, 12 and a half years of work. I mean, I feel like the last half a year it was good.
No, I'm not saying it's always work, even when it's good.
I'm just playing. You take everything so literal.
No, well, maybe.
That's where the kids get it.
Maybe.
That's
no,
exactly where they get that from.
No, they get that from you. But
I'm
they
not
are very literal.
I'm actually not literal. You and the kids are
Our
very
kids
literal.
are very literal.
And they get it from their dad.
Almost to a point where you'd be like, come on, man. Like, chill. But yeah, very literal.
What was that? Was that this morning where something like that happened?
What?
Where I was looking at you like, really?
I don't know. Probably every morning at 5 a.m. when I'm calling hogs or whatever she said.
I choose to be his favor at 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. I'm taking it on to be his favor.
Thank you.
And I bother you.
Thank you.
He a hater.
I'm not a hater. Them conversations was rough. Raw.
Those be good conversations, in my opinion.
5 Jew. Do you mix the red and blue slushy at Speedway?
I would never do that. You would stop it.
Like, yeah, Tia.
I ain't never said that. You was a hater. I have never said that a day in my life. I know. They be real conversations. Like, you're
that's even worse though. Real conversations half sleep. All right, we appreciate y'all though. I'm gonna let her
I've been trying.
Get some sleep.
So we're going so nasty.
I'll let her get some sleep, y'all.
You could have just said
I'm gonna let her go to bed, get some rest. Sorry.
No, because you still saying it that way.
Saying it what way? I said I'm gonna let you get some rest.
Anyways, I've been trying to tell y'all that I'm very tired. But then I keep going off on these little tangents. But Tammy.
Tammy, no.
Tammy.
No, but why Tammy talking? That's what she call you at 11:30 at night to ask.
You really just said that, Tammy?
She'd be like, Tammy call you at 11:30. What, Tammy? Ramen noodles or egg noodles? Be like, Tammy, I am in the bed.
Anyways, we really signing off.
For sure.
Because I'm really, really tired. So but we appreciate y'all for joining in our Marriagey conversation. While Tammy keeps laughing. I can't believe she really said that. Like, that's not the kind of conversations I be having. So whatever.
We appreciate y'all. Tune in next week, Tia. I have a different topic. Signing off. Peace.
Are you invisible?
Yeah.
All right. Y'all have a good night. We are signing off.
They still see you?
Yes, they can still see you because I haven't signed off yet.
Oh, sign off.
You don't got to do all that, though. I'm tired. I'm having a little trouble.
Is you signed off?
No, Jude. No. I'm going to let you know. So this is how he messed up our first show because he just kept running his mouth.